Hey guys, so we're gonna do a, wait for it, a swipe again. Okay, so we are going to use two tube paints, which this one here is a yellow, medium yellow by Amsterdam. I'll have to double check that, but I think it's medium yellow. By Amsterdam, and then we are going to use the Bling It Interference colors by Colourarte and one of Colourarte's primary elements, and then Liquitex Magenta. So after I get that booger out of my bottle there, we are going to go for some Payne's Gray by Primary Elements. Now again, this is like a powdered pigment, so you have to mix it in the pouring medium as you do the tube paints. But look at that shimmer off that. It's gorgeous. It's a really nice Payne's Gray. Okay, so I have my yellow down, and I'm doing the Payne's Gray in hopes that you'd get a nice green, some green color throughout the swipe because of the yellow and the Payne's Gray. And then we have Bling It Interference Blue, which is going to look white, but it's when the light hits it, it goes to blue. You probably can't see it. Maybe a little bit on the cup you can see when I'm moving the cup around. Very shimmery, and the interference really give a I would say like a 3D effect, and then the colors are just fabulous. So I've put that over the Payne's Gray, and now we're going to put the Interference Green. Right on top of the blue. After I pop some air bubbles. So yeah, that new house paint is working out fabulous for these swipes. And I still have yet to do a bloom, so I don't know. Magenta by Liquitex. And I'm actually, guys, I'm loving having the bottles now instead of messing around with all the cups. I only do my tube paints in the bottles. I don't put the pigments in them, as I like to give the pigments a good stir before I use them. So that's just my preference. So, but they're really handy, and you get, you put them, they are really consistent when you're layering them. Okay. Cell activator for swiping is 1 part Australian Floetrol to 1 part titanium white by Amsterdam. Sure, most of you know that by now if you've been watching my previous videos, but for those who are new, I'm just letting you know. So, and check the description because I'm going to have everything that I'm using listed down there. So again, I only put the cell activator, just like halfway across, just so it doesn't sink by the time I get down to the other end. Oh, let's see. What else? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you might be wondering why I don't spread out the house paint. Like why I don't cover the canvas. That is because I want it to be like a cushion for my colors, like a pillow. So I lay it down nice and thick. I think the video is now sped up ×2, just an FYI. So I like to have a nice thick base of house paint, and then I lay my colors. So that way, when I'm tilting, because I always tilt, I like to tilt. I like the effect that it gives. And it opens up the lacing and the cells a lot. And you can really mess with like the composition and all that. Because swipes don't have to just have a center line. I mean, they can, but they don't have to. So I put a nice thick pillow paint down as the same way as I would be doing the blooms. That's how I learned when I took Sheleeart's course. So that's how I'm doing the swipes, because I'm using her pouring medium, and I want that same lacing and cell effect that Shelee gets with the blooms. Well, that a lot of people now get with the blooms. So when I do the nice thick layer of house paint, I have room to really tilt and stretch. And the colors float on top of the house paint. And you want it thick because you want to try and keep your cell structure and your lacing structure. So if it's too thin, or your colors are, I think my camera cut out there, so I had to restart it. So if your colors are too thin, or your pillow paint is too thin, everything's just going to get runny and kind of start to go all over the place. So that's why it's thick, and that's why I don't spread it and cover the canvas in the beginning. I do have videos where I have used regular acrylic titanium white paint as the base, as for a swipe, and then I wouldn't tilt it, or I'd only tilt it a little bit. But I'm really liking doing it this way, so that's why I'm doing it. If anybody cares to know that anyway. I'm sure most of you have like fast forward to the end by now. Which is totally cool, because I do the same thing sometimes when I'm watching YouTube videos. You know, we're all in a hurry, so. Okay. And when you're using that much paint and that much, the thickness of the paint, you have to make sure that you get enough of the paint off so it doesn't crack. Okay, so I'm going to bring you in now, I think, for a close-up. Yep, there we are. And yes, I got some green. I was hoping to get some nice yellow green in there. So that's very cool. All right, hopefully you can see some of the shifts and the shimmer. Hard to capture on camera. That is my favorite spot. But anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications for when I upload videos. Check the description for ratios and the brands that I use. There's a link to my Amazon shop. And all that good stuff. So thank you, and next video that will be posted is an Arteza giveaway that I'll be hosting. So that should be up tomorrow. Unless I have time today, I might get it up, but we'll see. All right, thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, you're awesome. Thanks, bye.